Hello everyone, welcome back to another lecture of this course, and in this lecture we will discuss different configurations of BJT. These are the contents of this lecture: common ways or CV configuration, input and output characteristics for CV configuration, early effect, common emitter or CE configuration, input and output characteristics for CE configuration, common collector or CC configuration, input and output characteristics for CC configuration, comparisons of CV, CE and CC configurations, alpha, beta and gamma current gains, relations of alpha, beta and gamma, and finally relation between leakage currents in CV and CE configurations. So we will discuss all these topics in this lecture in detail. Common ways configuration. So transistor is three-terminal device, and this three-terminal device represent input and output sides or ports. So for representing any port, we require two terminals. It means one terminal must be common for both input and output sides. So basis on this theory, in transistor there are three configurations, and these are common ways, common emitter and common collector configurations. So first configuration is common ways configuration. In this configuration, the base terminal is common to both input and output sides. So in case of common ways configuration, input port is emitter to base side and output configuration is collector to base side. So here one common base PNP transistor is given. Base is common to emitter as well as collector terminals, and biasing potentials are applied here in such a way that junction between collector to base must be in reverse bias and junction between emitter to base region must be in forward bias. That is the primary condition for operating this transistor for amplification purpose. Input and output characteristics for CV configuration. So this plot is showing input characteristics. So y-axis simply showing input current IE, x-axis is showing input voltage BEV. For constant values of output voltage, so here we are taking BCV 0, BCV minus 5 volt and BCV minus 10 volt. It means BCV is increasing in reverse wise. So in case of common base configuration, so first condition is emitter to base junction must operate in forward wise. So when VCV equal to 0, it means we are not applying reverse bias voltage across the output side. So here input side acts as a PN junction diode, and input characteristics of CV configuration is same as the PN junction diode. It means up to here current is 0, and at this point is called knee point or cut-in point. At this point current is start to flow, and in case of silicon semiconductor material, knee point is at 0.7 volt, and in case of germanium semiconductor material, knee voltage is at 0.3 volt. So when VCV equal to 0, curve is given here, and when we are increasing the value of VCV in reverse wise, it means depletion region width of collector base junction is increasing, and it decreases the effective base width. It means most of the charge carrier which are coming from emitter region is simply transferring to collector region. So input current IE current is increasing when reverse wise output voltage is increasing. And output characteristics for CV configuration is given here. It is the plot between output current and output voltage for constant input current values. So there are three regions: saturation region, active region and cutoff region. Cutoff region is the region when output current is zero. So output current is IC current here. So IC current is zero when emitter current is zero, because emitter current equal to IC plus IB. So this region is called cutoff region. And in cutoff region, both the junctions are operating in reverse wise. And this region is the active region used for amplification purpose. In this region, input junction is operating in forward wise while output junction is operating in reverse wise. And for different values of emitter current or input current, collector current is approximately equal to emitter current, because the amount of IV or base current is very small. So these curves are the straight lines here in active region. So, and third region is the saturation region. In saturation region, both the junctions are operating in forward wise. Early effect. Early effect was discovered by James M. Early, and it is also called base width modulation effect. So in case of BJT, the effective base width is also depending on reverse wise voltage of output side. When we are increasing the reverse wise voltage of output side, then effective base width is also decreases. And this diagram is simply showing this phenomena. This one is emitter base junction and this one is collector base junction. Base is lightly doped, it means charge carriers are penetrated more in base region. So here effective width of base region is W effective and this one is the original base width. And now when we are applying reverse wise voltage across the output side, then it also increases the value of W2. When value of W2 is increases, it means W effective is decreases, because W effective is WV minus W1 minus W2. WV is the base width, that is the original base width. W1 is the base width which is occupied by emitter side charge carriers, and W2 is the base width occupied by charge carriers of collector side. And if W effective is 0, then this is the punch through condition. So in early effect, when we are increasing reverse wise voltage at output side, then it reduces the base width. If we are decreasing the reverse wise voltage, then it increases the base width. That's why it is called base width modulation effect. Common emitter configuration. It is the next configuration of BJT. In this configuration, emitter terminal is common to both input and output sides. And this diagram is simply showing common emitter NPN transistor. Here input side is base emitter side and output side is collector emitter side. And condition for operating in this transistor as an amplifier is given here. CV junction must operate in reverse wise and AB junction must operate in forward wise. And here, by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, VCE equal to VBE plus VCB. So this expression will be used for calculation of input and output characteristics. So here we are considering NPN transistor because NPN transistors contains large number of electrons and mobility of electrons are high as compared to holes. That's why NPN transistor is widely used as compared to PNP transistor. Input and output characteristics for CE configuration. So input characteristics showing the plot between IV and BBE for constant BCE, while output characteristics showing the plot between IC and BCE for constant IV. This plot is showing input characteristics for CE configuration. So this plot is same as we have discussed for common base configuration, because in common base configuration and common emitter configuration, the emitter base junction operate in forward wise and acts same as the PN junction diode. So this characteristics is same as the PN junction diode. Now when we are increasing the value of BCE, it means it is increasing BCB voltage, and when BCB voltage is increases, it means base width is reduces, that is effective base width. And effective base width reduces means there is a very less space for the recombination process and it reduces the IV current. So when we are increasing VCE voltage, then IV current is decreases. Output characteristic is given here for CE configuration, IC and VCE for different values of input currents. There are three regions: cutoff, active and saturation. In cutoff region, both the junctions are operating in reverse wise. In saturation region, both the junctions are operating in forward wise. In active region, input junction is operating in forward wise while output junction is operating in reverse wise. So here we have calculated IC current for different values of IV. So amount of IV is very less as compared to IC and IE. So here IC is equal to IE minus IV. So when IE is increases, it means IC is increases. It means IC curves have some slope. But in case of common base configuration, these slopes are not present because IC is approximately equal to IE. The last configuration is common collector or CC configuration. So in case of common collector configuration, collector terminal is common to both input and output sides. And one common collector NPN transistor configuration is given here. Collector terminal is common to input side and output side. Here input side is base to collector and output side is emitter to collector. And by applying Kirchhoff's voltage law, we are calculating VCE voltage and BBE voltage. So BCE voltage is nothing, it is summation of BBE plus BCB. So BCE is the summation of BCB plus BBE. So here BB equal to BCE minus BCB. So this expression is required for calculation of input-output characteristics for CC configuration. And CC configuration is widely used for impedance matching and it is also called emitter follower, because here whatever we are applying at base terminal, it is just appeared at emitter terminal. And CC configuration is also used for buffer circuit. Input and output characteristics for common collector configuration. So here input characteristic is the graph between IV and VCB for constant VCE, An output characteristic is the graph between IE and BCE for constant IB. So this one is input characteristics for CC configuration. Y-axis showing input current IB, x-axis is showing input voltage BCB. For constant output voltage is BCE. So here we are taking two values of VCE, 1 volt and 2 volt. And here we are using KVL equation for calculation of this input characteristic. So VC equal to BB plus VCB in case of CC configuration. So from here VB equal to VCE minus VCB. So when we are increasing the value of BCB, it means reverse bias voltage is increasing, and at constant VCE voltage, BBB voltage is also decreasing. It means the input current is decreasing when we are increasing BCB voltage. An output characteristic is given here, IE versus VCE. For constant input current, that is IB current here. So output characteristics for CC configuration is same as the output characteristics of CE configuration. But only difference is output parameter is here IE, while in case of CE configuration this was the IC current. So IC always approximately equal to IE. So characteristics or behavior of the characteristics of plots or curves are same as we have discussed for CE configuration. Similarly, there are three regions: cutoff region, active region and saturation region. In cutoff region, both the junctions are operating in reverse bias. In saturation, both the junction means input junction and output junction, are operating in forward bias. In active region, input junction is operating in forward bias and output junction is operating in reverse bias. Comparisons of CV, CE and CC configurations. So here we have discussed different parameters and compared the different configurations of BJT. First parameter is input impedance, and in case of CV configuration its value is low. In case of CE configuration value is medium, and in case of CC configuration value is high. And in case of output impedance parameter value, CV configuration has high output impedance, CE configuration has medium value of output impedance, and CC configuration has low value of output impedance. So here we can see input and output impedance values are perfectly matched for CC configuration. That's why CC configuration is used for impedance matching or used for a buffer circuit. Current gain for CV configuration is low, for CE configuration is medium, and CC configuration is high. Voltage gain for CV configuration is high, CE configuration is medium, and for CC configuration is low. Power gain is medium for CV and CC configuration and high for CE configuration. That's why CE configuration is widely used as compared to CV and CC configuration, because power gain for CE configuration is high as compared to CV and CC configuration, and it is good for the amplification purpose. Leakage current is small in case of CV configuration, while it is large in case of CE and CC configuration. Phase shift in case of CV and CC configuration is 0 or 360 degree, while it is 180 degree in case of CE configuration. That is the another advantages of CE configuration. Here we get the reverse output or 180 degree output. So this configuration can be used as an inverter circuit. Broad application. CV configuration is widely used for high frequency applications, and CE configuration is used for audio frequency application. CC configuration is used for impedance matching. Bandwidth. The bandwidth for CE configuration is high, for CE configuration is medium, and CC configuration it is low. So this table is simply showing the different characteristics for different configurations. So depending on the requirement, we can choose a specific configuration. Like for impedance matching, we must use CC configuration. For high frequency application, we must use CV configuration. And for audio frequency applications and for inverse operation or for amplification purpose, we must use C configuration. Alpha, beta and gamma. Alpha, beta and gamma. These are the current gains in case of common base, common emitter and common collector configurations respectively. So current gains may be in DC mode or AC mode. If it is in DC mode, then it is called DC current gain. If it is in AC mode, then it is called AC current gain. So current gain in case of common base configuration is alpha, and it is the ratio of output current to input current. So in case of common base configuration, output current is IC and input current is IE. So alpha is IC by IE. And if we are adding the minority charge carrier current or leakage current, then IC equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. ICBO or simply say ICO is the leakage current in case of common base configuration when input side or emitter side is open. So this one is collector to base current when emitter side is open. And in case of AC mode, alpha is small change in output current to small change in input current. Similarly for beta, beta is the current gain in case of common emitter configuration. And it is the ratio of IC by IV. Similarly here, if we are adding the leakage current component here, then IC equal to beta IV plus ICEO. ICEO is collector to emitter current when input side is open, and input side in case of common emitter configuration is base side, base to emitter side. In case of AC mode, beta is the small change in IC by small change in IV. Gamma is the current gain in case of common collector configuration, and it is IE by IB in case of DC mode. And if we are adding leakage component, then I equal to gamma IV plus IECO. In case of AC mode, gamma is small change in output current divided by small change in input current. So from this expression we can see alpha is the ratio of IC by IE, and the amount of IE always greater than IC because IE equal to IC plus IV. It means alpha is always less than 1. And here gamma equal to IE upon IB. Amount of IB is very less. It means gamma factor is large as compared to other current gains or as compared to alpha and beta. Relations of alpha, beta and gamma. So here we are calculating the relation between alpha, beta and gamma. Alpha is the ratio of IC upon IE and I equal to IC plus IV. So here we are simply converting this expression for common emitter configuration. Then we are taking 1 upon alpha equal to IE upon IC and I equal to IC plus IV divided by IC. So this one is 1 plus IV upon IC, IV upon IC equal to 1 upon IC upon IV equal to beta, it means 1 upon beta or equal to beta plus 1 upon beta. So alpha equal to beta upon beta plus 1 or beta equal to alpha upon 1 minus alpha. So that is the relation between alpha and beta. Similarly for gamma and beta, gamma equal to I upon IB, I equal to IC plus IB upon IB. It means 1 plus IC upon IB equal to 1 plus IC upon IB equal to beta. So gamma equal to 1 plus beta or beta equal to gamma minus 1. Similarly, gamma equal to 1 plus beta, that is equal to 1 plus beta equal to alpha upon 1 minus alpha. So now we are finding the relation between gamma and alpha equal to 1 upon 1 minus alpha. By solving this equation, gamma equal to 1 upon 1 minus alpha or alpha equal to gamma minus 1 by gamma. So these equations are the relations among alpha, beta and gamma gains. Relation between leakage currents in CB and CE configuration. So in case of common base configuration, IC equal to alpha IE plus ICBO. Collector to base when emitter is open. So IC equal to alpha, IE equal to IC plus IB plus ICBO. IC equal to alpha is simply replaced by beta upon beta plus 1. IC plus IB plus ICBO. So IC equal to beta upon beta plus 1, IC plus beta upon beta plus 1, IB plus ICBO. So IC minus beta upon beta plus 1 IC equal to beta upon beta plus 1 IB plus ICBO. So IC equal to beta IB plus beta plus 1 ICBO. And in case of common emitter configuration, IC always equal to beta IB plus ICEO. It means ICEO equal to beta plus 1 ICBO. So that is the relation of minority charge carrier current in case of common base and common emitter configurations. So ICBO sometimes called ICO, collector current when input side is open.